and today my topic of the speech is to ban cosmetic companies from testing their products on animals here in the United States. It's well known that everyone's obsessed with makeup, whether it's putting on a little mascara, full coverage, it's gone viral. I myself like makeup, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people here do too. But the truth behind it, beauty is a cruelty among many innocent animals. Hundreds of animals are used for experimenting each year, and although this may not seem as big of an issue as other things, but for those who do appeal to animal rights, this can be an emotional issue. So like I said, I'm a makeup user. I'm familiar with a lot of products and brands. However, I wasn't aware of this issue until a friend brought it up to me, and that's why I kind of wanted to talk about this topic. So some, not all makeup companies test on animals, but for those that do, it's very common among many buyers. So today I'm going to be talking about the experimenting of animals by first telling you guys the problems, second the causes, and before finally the solutions. So a little background, the Dries test was produced by John H. Dries back in 1944 by the Food and Drug Administration. This test was used to evaluate the risk of exposure to new cosmetic, and is still used today. So on to the problems. The first problems, animals are poisoned, blinded, and killed each year due to this experimenting. Rabbits, guinea pigs, rats, and mice undergo many cruel tactics. One of them is chemicals are rubbed onto their shaved skin or dripped into their eyes, causing skin and eye irritation. One other one is that there's repeated force-feeding studies that last for long times to look for the signs of general illness or health hazards. And another one would be lethal dose tests, where animals are forced again to swallow large amounts of chemicals to determine the dose of that cause death. On June 6, 2014, Theodore Capaldo posted on Life Science, many drugs that appear safe and effective in animals fail in humans or cause significant harm and even death. A 2004 study from the FDA found that 92% of drugs entering clinical trials following animal testing failed to be approved. So the second problem is, although we share some qualities of animals, we're not identical, and these tests often produce inaccurate and misleading results. So basically, it's just a waste of time, money, and very inhumane to many animals. So now that I've discussed the problems, I'm going to go on to the causes. On July 22, 2015, Liz Lenz posted on Millihan, there is a lot of crossover between ingredients that is used in cosmetics and over-the-counter drugs. Ingredients that are approved for use in over-the-counter drugs are subjected to rigorous testing, and yes, that includes on animals. So animal testing isn't legally required here in the United States. However, companies still do this because they create and use new untested ingredients in their cosmetics. And another thing is that if companies do test their products on animals, basically any product can be put up on the market. So now that I've discussed the causes, I'm going to go on to the solutions. Oh, I'm sorry. These are the companies that are common, and these are the ones that do test on animals. There is more, but it's way too long of a list. So, but I know that you guys are all probably familiar with these. So now I'm going to go on to the solutions. On May 28, 2014, Jim Moran and Paul A. Locke posted on the Scientific American, in the past 3 decades, scientists have developed many advanced alternatives to animal testing. As a result, they cut costs, save time. Animal testing is slow, and because animals are not people, not always predictive. So one of the solutions is companies can make products by using the same ingredients that have a long history of safe use. Approximately 50 non-animal tests have been authorized for use that are more efficient and cost-effective. And the last one is scientists have also developed human cell tissue studies and artificial human skin and eyes mimic the body's natural properties, and a number of vital organs serve as accurate models with the human body. And the U.S. was introduced to the Humane Cosmetic Act, which will prohibit animal testing for cosmetics in the U.S. and import of animal test cosmetics if enacted. But until that happens, what we can do, like what I'm trying to do is inform you guys of this topic. So I hope that you guys will do the same. And I remember when we did a little speed dating activity not so long ago in this class, when I introduced this topic to the other students, they didn't know, they weren't aware. So that's kind of what I want to persuade you guys. So now that I've discussed the points, I will wrap things up. In order to ban cosmetics from testing their products on animals, this issue needs to have more recognition, like I said. So at first I discussed the problems of this by second telling you guys the causes, and before finally the solutions. And just to kind of close things, next time you guys are doing your shopping, look for these labels on the products. They're not tested on animals.